Okay, we're going to start with our unicorn floaty for our magical pool party set. This is a boo-boo stick. It helps to smooth icing and pop air bubbles, things like that. If you don't have one, you just use a toothpick. Have a paper towel ready for you to clean off your boo-boo stick and your icing bags. Okay, you're going to take your white icing bag and we're going to snip it open just a little bit. I mean, just barely snip it open. These bags just, the tip just cut off, and then if you're not happy with how big the icing is coming out of the bag, you can, take off more, but you just barely want to snip the end of the bag. Okay, so you want to push your icing down towards the tip and then twist it in your hand, and then that'll make it come out really nice and even. And we're going to start by making the little center, just an oval. And as you can see, it's not perfect at all, and that's totally fine. You're not going to be able to tell when we finish. So just any oval size, and then we're going to start outlining our cookie. And as you can see, I've just touched down, and I'm going all the way around. My icing bag is not touching my cookie. It is hovering above it. And that will give you a nice outline. We're going to outline the head here, leaving room for the mane, and you will have icing all over your hands just like I do. Sorry about that. So go all the way around, and then we're going to fill in everything we've just outlined. Now obviously don't fill in the middle because that's the little float part that you're supposed to sit in. And then once you have it filled in, you can take your boo-boo stick or your toothpick or, whatever pointy thing you have and make little circles and smooth your icing out. If you don't have a boo-boo stick or a toothpick, something like even like a sewing needle or something would work just fine. Anything small and pokey, honestly. And then you just gotta keep going around and smoothing. If your cookie is not smoothing out, you probably didn't use enough icing. So go in and fill it and give it a shake. And then we're gonna come in and we're gonna put his little horn in. So you're gonna take your yellow bag, snip it open, just like you did with your white. And then you're gonna outline the tiny little triangle at the top for his horn or her horn or its horn, whatever. Just like that. And then we're gonna add the little eye on there while the white is still wet, so it sinks down in. We're gonna make our floaty have a pink eye because why not? So you're gonna just barely snip the bag open so it will have a nice thin line. And to make the eye, you're going to make a sideways S shape and then add a little eyelash, just like that. Now we're going to make the mane. And I already had the pink in my hand, so I was just going to start with that. And you just kind of make a little mane with a little flippy thing at the end. And then come in with the yellow just beside it. And then we're going to add a stripe of orange to its hair. And as you can see, all the colors are melting together because the icing is still wet. If you want your mane to kind of sit up on top of your floaty, wait until the white has crusted, which means that the top layer of your icing is dry, and then that way it will sit on top of and give it some more definition if you would like. And we've just added his little tail, her little tail, its little tail. And you can use your boo-boo stick to kind of mess around with it if you want to, and maybe even add, it kind of looks like tie-dye-ish wacky designs, and that's some fun stuff you can do with like a wet-on-wet technique. And there you go, our unicorn floaty cookie.